Hello, everybody. Welcome to the United Front. This is your match preview for Manchester United against Brighton. Um, and yeah, of course, one more thing as well. Of course, it happened yesterday, but of course, Dennis Law passing away. So of course, that's sad news. Um, of course, I wouldn't not watched him. Of course, like 50 years ago he played, but I mean, my grandfather told me obviously one of the reasons why I support United, and he told me that he was so great. Obviously that Trinity with Charlton, Best and obviously himself as well. So obviously look, that front three we always talk about. You know, you always have your Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, um, Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema. But where would you rank them as well in all time front three as well? Of course, in that time as well, would you have compared it to um, this stuff in there? I can't even pronounce. Fuck, Puskas and what's his name, Gento. So that front three of Real Madrid as well. I mean, that was a amazing front line as well. So of course, legend of the game, and yeah, and surprising, I didn't know because I thought someone might have. I thought Kenny Dalglish won a Ballon d'Or. Apparently, I'm wrong. So he's the only Scotsman to only win a Ballon d'Or. So that whole trinity has Ballon d'Ors as well. So amazing. But yeah, just wanted to clear that up. But yeah, our focus is against Brighton, who actually won their first game since 8 games. I think what was it, Ipswich? So we thought maybe they might they might actually win, but surprisingly enough, because in the beginning of the season, like they were just one of the most informed teams, and you kind of think that they had to be top four at one stage. So you kind of think to yourself, well, can they keep it going? And obviously it hasn't happened. You know, but of course I think when you look at obviously Brighton against Manchester United, of course, the record since I think what was it? I think the last time we beat them at home was when Ronaldo won us the game. But yeah, honestly, currently Arsenal and Villa are drawing 2-2. But yeah, when you look at Brighton, I mean, their record against us, I mean, I think they done the double over us. 3-1, 2-0, and yeah, I think where does this go back to? So, honestly, this is a long list. So they lost to Brighton. So you're telling me, okay, I almost got sure. So you're telling me their last win was against Bournemouth, who just beaten Newcastle this obviously this morning, and then obviously just went on this winless run. And yeah, I mean, honestly, and obviously that win against Ipswich, you know, you kind of think to yourself, well, is that an up and coming stage for Brighton? And they currently sit 10th. I mean, obviously, I think we're 2 places below. So, yeah, and of course, every time you see my videos, I'd obviously have. Oh, actually, it's this way. I'd obviously have my predicted lineup, but of course, my computer is, bugging out. So of course, I couldn't play that. Couldn't put it on the screen for you. But what I would pick, Anana. I think how many changes would I make? Because, obviously the Southampton game. I mean, honestly, don't get me started on that. I mean, I'm glad we won, but I mean, fucking hell. I mean, the manner in how we needed to win the game. I mean, honestly, we thought it could be 4-5, but of course, no. So I go Onana, Delict. I mean, Yoro had a torrid time against Sulemana, and obviously, if he plays and he's up against Matoma, so I probably say Delict, Maguire, Martinez. I'm not putting Ahmad at win back. Forget about it. I think Dallo might be back. Yeah, it wasn't a straight red. It was two yellow cards. So yeah, I'd obviously bring Dallo back. The question is which side, because Mazraoui did play on the left side. but yeah, obviously Dallo, Mazraoui. I probably put the same midfield. Obviously, Ugarte, Menu. I did want to see Collier against Southampton. Of course, that didn't happen. And again, coming off the bench against Southampton was solid. I think he was probably better than Menu, when coming on. Surprisingly enough. So yeah, Ahmad, Bruno, and Xerxes. I mean, honestly, if you watch the video, I did rate Hoyland 4, but for a valid reason. And I did say, oh, for this game, if Hoyland was not as shit as he is now, then I'd probably pick him against Brighton. Because in some games I pick Xerxes, in some games I pick Hoyland because of the team's defenders. And obviously, I think Van Hecken and Lewis Dunk are Brian's obviously first team defenders. So of course I would have picked Hoyland, but obviously due to his form, absolutely been shit. I mean, obviously I'd go with Xerxes. I thought we probably see him against Southampton, but you never know. We might see him. I don't want to say hopefully because that brings down Hoyland, in which I want him to do well, but he's not playing well, and obviously there will be a time where managers obviously have their bad decisions in picking off having favoritism, obviously like Ten Hag having with his Ajax players. But if he does it with Hoyland and picks it over Xerxes, then that will build up to a debate where you think, why he just keeps picking Hoyland when he's out of form, and Xerxes, whenever coming on the bench, is making an impact. So I picked Xerxes. But yeah, even though Brighton are only one win, they finally won after 8 games. I'm not gonna say, oh, we're favourites to win. Of course, Brighton can do anything. Of course, the past few years of what they were doing to us. Obviously, doing the double over us 2 seasons ago, beating us at home last season. And yeah, so whenever it comes to Brighton against Man United, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn up. And of course, is that his name? Fabian Hertzler. Yeah, obviously did get his first win as Brighton manager against United. So, yeah, and obviously they won it later as well. So, the question is he going to again rotate? I want, again, what Ahmad did against Southampton, look, brilliant. But then again, that's the opponent as well. It's about where you play Ahmad. I mean, again, I don't want to play him at wing back because he's got that quality going forward. So what's the point of, again, it's the same with Mazraoui. Put him in at right centre back when he should be playing at wing back because of, his quality going forward. That's like saying vice versa. If we had Wan-Bissaka, it makes sense for him to be at right centre back than wing back because obviously attacking wise. But of course, look, Ahmad needs to play in one of the 10s. It's not even a fucking discussion. But I don't know why. I have a gut feeling. He might do Ahmad, Bruno, Xerxes, and Hoyland. Somehow, Hoyland will start somehow. I don't know why, but hopefully it doesn't happen. I didn't play Garnacho, obviously for other reasons. If you watch it, he didn't have a great game. People say, oh, he played okay. If you think that's okay from Garnacho, then I don't know where the fuck you've been for the past 2 years. Because Garnacho's better than that. The amount of times he lost the ball. I mean, he should have got the assist for the Anthony goal. But again, it's Anthony at the end of the day. Had it been someone else that's in the back of the net, we can't blame him. But look, of course, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, we always say Garnacho off the bench is making an impact. That always used to be the case under Ten Hag. Under Amorim, it's like he just gets worse. And look, of course, his links with Napoli, I don't want him to go, but if he continues being like that, without hesitation, Amorim will sell him. And they're offering 50 mil. So, but yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot what was I gonna say. What was I gonna say? Oh wait, there you go. What was it? So basically, yeah, so he needs to perform. Otherwise, I'm telling you, Amorim will sell him. Like, and of course, most fans don't want Garnacho out, and of course, the negative prats would obviously want him out. But that's the question. If he keeps performing like this, there's no space for him. It's that simple. So that's what I would line up. And score prediction. Well, I'm not going to keep a clean sheet because I thought it'd be a clean sheet against Southampton. I did predict 3-0. It ended up being 3-1. Obviously from a scammy corner. But against Brighton, I mean, I don't see a clean sheet. I don't see a clean sheet. So I'd probably say 2-1. But we might make it tough for ourselves to, beat Brighton. So, I go 2-1. Who would I go man of the match? Who would I go? I mean, Ahmad's just. I mean, he did score in the reverse fixture. I got Ahmad. So yeah, Ahmad. I mean, what a shock since, he is carrying us and obviously being our best player. But yeah, obviously, yeah, that's enough. That's my preview done. And one more thing as well before I go, doing my first ever watch along on the channel. So I've been meaning to do this because I've been doing previews, not doing the matches, and then doing the match reaction afterwards. So of course that's pointless, but of course I do want to, I've always wanted to do the watch alongs, but of course I found a way. But yeah, hopefully guys you tune in for that, and obviously, yeah, first ever watch along. I am excited, so yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care and see you on the next one.